Okay, this lesson for the Koine Project Class. Let's look at the words of Jesus and notice how they are so far removed from the teachings of man's performance-driven religion that they can't be compared. Rather, contrasted in a way that removes what he says so far from that performance-driven religion, different gospel, other Jesus, another Jesus, the futility of it. It's all dispelled. And we'll look at Acts 9 at the Ezra Project, Acts 9:34, and then we will look at Romans 16:26. Well, matter of fact, let's just write that down for a moment. Romans 16:26. Oniu Theou. Now that's everlasting God, but that's the term there we want to look at. And then Acts 9:34, we want to look at why have we been using already with present tense. And that's where Peter had spoken that the Lord is healing you. And when he spoke that, the very next statement said that immediately he arose. So we know this process, when you say present tense continually, a continuous action, that the already now-ness of it. So let's go back to John 5:24. And I won't translate all this since you've got this worked out. You get your board or your large index card you've been using. So this is the one where we truly, and we also have that in John 6:47, where we have truly, I am saying, and that Lego, you all have that saying to you all, the one is to own, the one already believing into, now this is a lengthened form here of me, into me, eke, it's already having, so ein onion. There we go. Now, so he says, truly, I am saying to you all, the one who is believing, already believing, this present active participle. Notice I was using the already. So the case for already is here. The case for this being always enduring is here, Romans 6:26, everlasting God. So the one who is already believing, don't forget our ing there, and it's into. So truly, I am saying to you all, the one who is already believing into me is already having. So this is just, do you trust Jesus or all the people in the world, I suppose. Life everlasting. There. Now let's go back. This one, truly, and you can see the redundancy, the iterative. I'm saying human, sorry about that, to all that ton, logon, So I'm saying to you all that the one who is, and this would be aku on, present active participle, so is already believing. Don't forget, notice your ing, notice that alreadiness. Go back to here where I showed that logic of that. So the word, don't forget, of me. So Jesus is the content, so he's the author of it. So truly, I am saying to you all that the one who is already believing the word of me, and then we have this Kai, that is, remember that's because the present active participle is also a gerundive noun, so we have the articular noun conjoined by the copulative Kai followed by an anarthrous gerundive noun pistuo, pistuon. I don't know why I leave out epsilon. I think because when I write that omega, it seems to, something about my mind thinks that's already there. So that is who is believing, who is already, notice already. Now you get this down as you all have it, just get it solid and you can see why there's nothing to even debate. This is to declare, it's to explain, it's to announce, it's to put forth, it's to posit, it's to proclaim, it's to herald, it's to correctly announce, it's to publish, it's to broadcast, it's to communicate. Who's already believing, it's already believing, that is already believing to in the one. And this is that word from pimpo, sent, pimp, pimp santi. Notice the sigma's in there. So the one who sent me, me. Okay, so eke is already having. Again, we have already again. Go back here. Acts 9:34 is already having. It's already having. So a life. Here we go. Ionion, life everlasting. And we have a real good example here, everlasting God. And since the one in whom the fullness of the Godhead is dwelling bodily is the one who is truly speaking to us, very specifically, very wordy, in such a manner that not even all the religions of all the man's religions, of all the world's religions, of all the history of mankind can refute what he's saying. Okay, is already having life everlasting and not ergetai, there we go, ergetai, and it's not coming ace creason into judgment. Into judgment, here we go, but rather, then you remember that perfect active indicative where we have this preposition meta. It was spelled out completely. We've been over this before, so here's the reduplicated stem, and then we had that easy mnemonic, bacon, very easy to remember this. So he has passed and remains past. Now, I'm not working on this word right here as far as that transpositioned and all that. This is just has passed and remains past. Ek, out to theu, out from thee, thana to, there we go, death, ace, there we go, into, and tain, zoe, into the life. So there. Now, I'm not saying we did this without error. I'm just saying we've used both John 6:47. So he took the one in whom the fullness of the Godhead is dwelling, and we wrote this down very specifically. We took here the same thing. We went to Acts 9:34, using our grammar, noticing that even with the present tense, something happened already, was already happening at the moment Peter was speaking it. Romans 16:26, we have a case closed with the use of oniou, everlasting God. So we have two things that are not taught and can't be taught in any of man's performance-driven religions, and among the performance-driven, works-based gospels that are different gospels, but are not other gospels. Paul said they're not other gospels, and in our vernacular, we'd say they're not good news, and of course they're not. And Paul said, if someone comes with preaching a different gospel, a different spirit, of course, accompanies that, then it's another Jesus, and that's in the letter to the ecclesia in Corinth. So this is good. We can check this out if you need to grade this, any errors you find. The thing is, we've really worded this out. We've really addressed two major things that those who don't preach the gospel will never say, that there's an alreadiness. We already now have it. I remember even as a child hearing preachers of the good news of Jesus Christ say we're half everlasting life, using their English Bible, the word HATH, hath everlasting life. And they say already has it. And they would just bear down on that because it's such a contrast. It can't be compared to what the world says. And then everlasting being the duration of it without end. And then, of course, we have the iteration, truly, truly, I am saying, truly, truly, I am saying. And we have the one who is already believing into me is already having life everlasting. So enjoy this lesson. Any errors you see in this, just in the comments, place that. But Jesus' words are the end of religion. And that's actually what I'll title this, because he is the one who said more than once, and he said it truly, truly, that if we're already believing, we're already having everlasting life, and that believing is something we're already doing, and as we are already believing, we're already having everlasting life, and everlasting life doesn't end. He's the way, he's the truth, he's the life. So even here we notice that the one who said he's the way, the truth, and the life is used the definite article here. We believe into the Jesus, we believe into the life. We enter Jesus by faith. So this good news, go out, use it, soul win, disciple make, in-break some light, if you will. Preach Jesus by preaching the word of him, the rationale that he is the author of, and also of which he is the content. So have a blessed day.